my response to the story on Huffington Post. It is titled 9 Terribly Disturbing Things About Electronic Cigarettes. Okay, so let's get into it. Number 1, electronic cigarettes contain toxic chemicals, as opposed to the alternative, which was those nasty cigarettes with 4,000 chemicals or more in them. Okay, so here's my response for the first one. PG is kosher food grade, same as found in inhalers. Okay. Number 2, kids and teens can buy them. I'm going to be scrolling back up and down on this because I wrote this comment already. Kids can buy them what? 18 or older, exclamation point. Okay, number 3. While e-cigarette companies say they don't market to kids, e-cigs come in flavors like cherry, strawberry, vanilla, cookies and cream, milkshakes. Number 3, my response to that, adults like flavors too. What, you think we should suck on ashtrays? Get real. Okay? Number 4, lawsuits regulating cigarette ads don't yet apply to electronic cigarettes. My response to that, Big Tobacco owns the only ads that you see for electronic cigarettes on television. Guess we should ban ads for Budweiser. Number 5, and e-cigarette companies are spending a ton on advertising. My response to that is what? Number 6, e-cigarettes can be used in many places where smoking is banned. My response to number 6, second-hand vapor? LOL. We try not to vape in public places out of respect, but show proof it's harmful and not just speculation. If it's such an issue, show us proof. Okay. Number 7. People think electronic cigarettes can help them quit smoking. It's comical, right? I mean, it's downright comical. 7. My response to number 7. Tried everything else to quit, and it took e-cigs. Smoked for 12 years and wanted to stop for at least half of the time. Since e-cigs, I have been smoke-free for almost 2 years, and I quit instantly. This is the real issue. Someone pushing poison in a real cigarettes lost all the money that I was paying. Okay? Number 8. E-cigarettes aren't taxed like traditional tobacco products. My response to number 8. Yep, you want your hand in my wallet, I knew it. And e-cig is not a traditional tobacco product. But rest assured, you get your tax money. What's next? Registration? Permits? Number 9. Despite unknown health consequences, e-cigarettes are poised to make inroads with a new generation of young people. Just like marijuana, that gateway drug, Number 9. Will take my chances and bet it's much less harmful than regular cigarettes. Okay? I'm sorry, I don't want my kids vaping when they grow up, but I would rather them vape than smoke a cigarette. I mean, and anybody in their right mind would wish the same. Okay, so what is this story? This story is Zionist media pushing to make this more difficult for us, okay? What is the underlying issue here? success for many small business owners out there that are making really good money from selling electronic cigarettes. Okay, that is our right as Americans. I know our rights are dwindling by the minute, but that right there is a direct assault on that, okay? Second, is this setting us up, conditioning us so that whenever they ban these things, or whenever they impose a super high tax, that we will be ready for it? I mean, that could be part of the reason for this story. But it's obvious that they're losing a lot of money. I mean, big tobacco, they don't even have anything that's worth a damn. They got the little minis that nobody really wants anymore anyway. So maybe that is some of it. They're losing a lot of money because they're not able to push their poison on us anymore. You know, so I don't know, folks. It's just another one of those things where a large government comes in, and you know, the government is obviously too big for its own britches. It's too big to make anything make sense anymore. The only thing that really makes sense is they want your freedom and they want your money. I mean, they want the sweat off of your back, money that you made, and they want to squander it, you know. And I mean, it's just it's one assault after another, and this is one that directly relates to electronic cigarettes, something that we all know and love, and we really like to do. You know, I mean, what really upsets me is that these people in government and that are, you know, imposing these hopefully not soon to be rules and regulations on us, are the ones that grew up having a lot more fun than what we are right now. I mean, and they're especially having more fun than we are now. I mean, at the present time. So, I mean, who the hell are they to say, you can't do this, you can't do that, even though you did it yourself, you hypocrites? You know, what is it about? Is it about slavery? I mean, let's get real. Let's talk real numbers here. You know, you go out and you have all this fun when you're growing up, but yet nobody else now all of a sudden can. I mean, every time you turn around, there's a cop. I take my hot rod out, I get a frickin' ticket. I took my car out 5 times this year. I got 1 ticket. So it's like everywhere you look, there's a police officer. Okay? Yeah, sure, I did something that wasn't right, but I'm telling you, nobody got hurt. You know, there was no ill effects except for the fact that this idiot pulled me over and said, you did something wrong, here's a $90 fine. Okay, I hit second gear a little bit hard and kind of squawked it sideways a little bit. No big deal. I mean, I wasn't even like pedal to the metal, like hauling ass, but like I said, everywhere you look, there's a cop. I mean, it wasn't that way when these politicians who are coming up with this stuff were growing up. It wasn't like that for them, you know. So how much more do we need to give before we just start calling it slavery? Right? I mean, how much more? It's ridiculous.